You're listening to a very special interview with Ireland's favourite son, Finbar Furey, right here on America's only Irish station, radioirish.com.
Even the Irish in London, for instance, like long before anybody knew about the travelling community in Ireland or what was going on with them, when we went to England, there was just normal Irish men. We were refused hotels because they called us mix, you know, and no Irish need apply, you know what I mean? And we went through that, so that was another form of racism within a racism, you know what I mean? And it's like, I suppose, hen picking, you know? It's just people who are just, I don't know what sort of a heart they got inside them, you know? They covet something from somebody else. And I remember one night this guy called my mother a name, you know? And I pulled him up at the bar and I said, "Excuse me, did you know my mother?" He says, "No." He was only a young kid. And I said to him, isn't it amazing, I said, that she has such an influence on your life? I said, and you never even met her, you know? So I walked away. I said, "Isn't it great? Wasn't she a woman?" I said, "To be proud of if you knew her." I said, "And your parents knew her." I said, "Well done." Shook his hand and walked away. You don't do that. I mean, the last thing I would do is get into an argument with an idiot, because you're not going to win, you know? And there's no winners there. And you're still going to walk away the smartest person of the two of you never opened your mouth. So it's a very easy thing. You just don't walk away from it.
Accidental or not, Finbar, you did break the traveller stereotype in Ireland, yourself and your brothers, with the Fureys headlining Top of the Pops. Chart success and album sales followed. Indeed, the late great BBC radio personality John Peel voted the Fureys Act of the Year in 1970, which was a major breakthrough considering 1970 was the height of the Troubles in the North. How were you all treated in England at the time of all that?
1970 it was. We got Single of the Year, and it was a toss-up. It was John Peel. We knew John very well, myself and Eddie, and we started what's now known as contemporary Irish folk music. We put guitars to pipes, and we started using bass. Like people like Jerry Rafferty would have played bass on Her Father Didn't Like Me Anyway, and Jerry wrote the song. And we were sharing a flat at the time with Billy Connolly and Jerry. So all this contemporary folk music would have come out of that flat with Jerry and Billy and myself and Eddie. And there were great days for music, you know, and we would have hooked up with people like John Martin, you know, and as I said this morning, Dave Stewart from the Eurythmics ran away from home and he was only 14, and he ended up at my front door. And my wife and my brother Eddie and myself took care of him. And he learned his guitar from Eddie and myself. And he went on to form the Eurythmics, you know. And like I did, all that music came from myself and Eddie years and years ago. But 1970, John Peel had a choice of Jojo, which was the Beatles. They did it on the roof in London, if you remember. It's a great song, great band. Or Our Father Didn't Like Me Anyway. And it came down to the two singles, the Beatles sort of, and he made us number one, which he gave us a Single of the Year, you know. And that sort of kicked us off, you know, and people started listening to us then. So I suppose John Peel would have broken the first contemporary music, I suppose, that was ever heard on radio. And we put it together, myself, Eddie and Jerry Rafferty. And that was it. Yeah. It was great times, you know. And then in 1982, we broke the British charts with Sweet 16. And then we broke it again with I Will Love You, Tom Paxton's song, in 1984, I think it was. And then we broke the album charts. We had five top five album charts in Britain during the 80s. And for a folk group, that was amazing. We had actually 5 albums around the number 5 to 10 places in Britain at the time and Ireland. I don't know how many number 1 albums we had in Ireland. I think we had about 7 or 8. But in your own country, it was more important to have the hits back at home, you know, and we did. I think we had altogether 5 or 6 hit singles in Ireland. We never went after that sort of fame. Top of the Pops came at our door. We didn't go chasing it down, you know. And we were in America when we were actually doing Top of the Pops. We got the phone call. We were in Chicago. And we had to fly home to do it. But it was very exciting, and it was very exciting for all the lads at home and all the young bands that the British charts could be broken down, you know. And we did break it, and it was during the height of the troubles. But we got through it, you know. And it was great. Other bands followed them, like Clonard. You had Foster Nolan, you know, you had Dubliners and the Pogues. You know, it was all these different different bands came through after that. So we crashed the gate open, I suppose.
It really was a very proud moment for Ireland, and I remember it very well. Finbar, you seem to have taken all the fame and all the fortune in your own stride. How do you keep so grounded?
I don't know. Drink, I suppose. I just enjoy life, you know. I take things very, very naturally and very easy.
Live from New York City, RadioIrish.com.
Hi, this is Finbar Furey, and you're listening to Radio Irish, and so am I.
These days seem to bring me down, and all my world would stop spinning around. When I have nowhere left to turn, you come and quietly enter my soul. You touch my face and I'm a child. You comfort all my aching mind. I know that heaven's not far away, and you're standing close by me. And when I need a friend to hold, you're always there for me somehow. My life without your tender smile would have no meaning for me worthwhile. You touch my face and I'm a child. You comfort all my aching mind. I know that heaven's not far away, but you're standing close by me. You touch my face and I'm a child. You comfort all my aching mind. I know that heaven's not far away, and you're standing close by me. You are my everlasting friend. You hold on tight with gentle hands. You take away the darkest clouds. You are the light on my greatest star. You touch my face and I'm a child. You comfort all my aching mind. I know that heaven's not far away, and you're standing close by me.
Broadcasting 24/7 to the Irish community, RadioIrish.com.